Ka showroom kali batmai, jangka Tata Motors Kaladan haga jylla menta. One shaka Frank Motors like Goringi Shillong.
Myntri Khynnah ka Sorkar Kmie ubadi Kmie ya ka Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment u Dr. Virendra Kumar unsawan ban Plie ya ka Composite Regional Center for Skill Development, Rehabilitation and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities CRC Shillong haka nyotarik mentau banai. Habaya keren bakila patha Khubor menta ka sngi lai thu bakane ka CRC ka badon menta Hamon Fort Building Dhangiti Lapinya the National Institute for Empowerment of Persons with Multiple Disabilities Chennai Hapo Kajing Panya ke Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment ka Sorkar Kmie na kabanta ban ai jeng shakri ya ki brio ki badon jingduna haka department bat ka Sorkar jylla Meghalaya menta kala ai Nongbah Shipho ekar ka Jaka ha sauli nagabanta bansnai ka building bathamai layatho bakani ka CRC Shillong kan ai ka jing shakri hakaliang special education, physiotherapy, vocational rehabilitation, clinical psychology, orientation and mobility training, occupational therapy, speech and hearing services, prosthetic and orthotic services, sensory integration, guidance and counseling, but community-based rehabilitation.
They say that the way a government treats or a nation treats the weakest section, the quality and the evolution of the government is known. So one of the weakest section of the society is the persons with disability. Article 15 although says that we do not discriminate based upon caste, creed, gender, place of birth, but disability was missing there. But we have this RPWD Act and RPD Act who have brought in both of these concepts of equality, empowerment, equal participation in a very big way. But how to translate it? To translate this empowerment of persons with disability, we need to establish certain institutions. And these institutions should be composite in nature. That means all the disabilities, may it be a person with orthopedic, locomotor disability, intellectual disability, visual disability, hearing disability, speech disability, they all should be addressed from one point. So that is the most essential thing. So such conceptions are brought into action through the composite regional centers. There are some 21 regional centers which have been established, and we are proud that one of the composite regional centers is established in Shillong. The government of Meghalaya was very proactive in terms of giving us space, in terms of getting the services known in and around, getting a piece of land worth 10 acres in New Shillong where the permanent building of CRC would be established and constructed. So this way, the composite regional center would be addressing the lifespan need of people with disabilities. It has been functioning since the month of June 2021, but we are formally inaugurating it, and soon we will be having its permanent building also. Thank you.
Okay. I would say the inauguration of this composite regional center would be a milestone for all of us, especially for the state of Meghalaya, where services of different kind is being given, but this is something of a different kind, where for the first time the government has been kind enough to have also the land given to them, 10 acres at Saudi. So very soon they might be starting with in a land allotted to them. So I think bigger services might be brought in along with this. So we are very lucky that way. Like from the initiative of the Office of the Commissioner of Disabilities, this initiative has come in to this day. I would appeal everyone to come forward to take this opportunity, whatever this composite regional center is giving, to kindly come up and avail the services.
So processing things, 4 major things or combination of these things. So we have all the professionals under one roof. For example, if a person is having issues of locomotion, we have the physiotherapist, the occupational therapist, the prosthetic orthotic engineer. If a person has hearing issues, the audiologist is there. Speaking issues, the speech therapist is there. Reading and writing issues, the special educator is there. Psychological issues, the clinical psychologist is there. If the person has to be trained on certain trades and jobs, the vocational sector is there. So if you see this way, almost all the professionals which are there to address the needs of people with disabilities are available under one roof. And that is the great thing about the Composite Regional Center. So almost all the services will be available. On top of that, the government has a ADIP scheme in which they assist people in terms of providing free aids and appliances. May it be a hearing aid, may it be a crutch, may it be a tricycle, may it be a wheelchair, may it be teaching learning material to people with disabilities so that they can cope up better. So we do the ADIP distribution free of cost, aids and appliances distribution in this Composite Regional Center also. Tomorrow we will be doing it for approximately 65 odd beneficiaries.
The common thing what people have been availing on a large scale is the Chief Minister's Special Assistance Program. Then we also have at the block level where from the central ministry they grant disabled persons a monthly stipend of the amount. And also when it comes to education sectors, there are various grants, allowances being given, opportunities being given, free textbooks, uniforms, then conveyance allowance. These are the various schemes, in different sectors what the state is implementing. Is one of the major issues we still need to tackle for the full coverage of that.
And just to add on to that, that is 2011 census is as per PWD, Persons with Disabilities Act. In that there are only 7 disability. But as per RPWD Act or the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act, it is 21. So maybe a new census will reveal much more number of persons with disabilities because it has been scaled up 3 times. So new disabilities have come into the picture. So the figures will be much more than what we perceive now.